Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
I have our 35-year runners. They've run all 34 marathons, and there's 4 of them here, and we have a few more. But I've got 4 of them here, and they're going to be doing number 35 this weekend, so I'll get their names.
I'm Larry Moon.
George Mueller.
Joe Antonini.
Randy Burt.
Okay, and what has inspired you guys to continue to keep on running every year?
Randy inspires me.
And then, okay, the next guy here. Any other comments about that?
No, I just like to run, so.
Every year they send us the entry form and they say complimentary, so I'm in.
Well, it's great. It just feels great once you're done.
Okay.
I think we all do this because we really enjoy running, and that's why we do it. If we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't continue to do it. So we're doing something we love to do.
Okay, now that you guys ran the original, okay, what is like the difference now? Obviously the numbers, but I remember running those in the early 80s. And I don't remember water stop every mile like there is now.
Okay, well, what we had, obviously, we had about 4,500 runners instead of 45,000. We had a handful of spectators, mostly relatives and friends. Now there's nearly 1 million spectators, which is just unbelievable, all throughout the course, just lending a lot of support, and that really helps a lot, especially in the later miles. Here, let's Joe share a few thoughts.
Well, there is nothing like completing the first marathon. Everything else is not quite like the first one. Okay? And what impressed me the most is 4,500 people started. I believe only half as many finished there. Okay? It was like a scene. The last 3 or 4 miles were like a War and Peace kind of a scene. Everybody was sitting down, massaging their muscles, so on and so forth.
Well, I ran my first one. I got my knee started hurting about halfway through, and I struggled through it about 4.5 hours. And I said, I can do better than this, so I signed up the next year, and then I was hooked. It just kept going.
Awesome.
Well, when I did my first one, I had no intention of ever running a marathon, and I'd run earlier that summer. I ran Chicago Distance Classic. It was the year I started running, and I'd only been running a few months, and that was a 20K. So I did that, and then about a month or so later, they announced they were going to have a marathon. And I wish they would have waited another year. I might want to try it. And oh, what the heck? I'll try it anyway. But I never ran farther than 10 miles in training. But one thing I remember about the race itself, the first one, we ran up Astor Street because the person who organized the first or backed the first marathon with money was Lee Flaherty, and he had a condo at North Avenue and Astor Street, and he wanted the marathon to go past his condo building. So we ran up Astor Street, which is, you could stick out your hands and just about touch both sides of the street. It was so narrow. But of course we only had 10% the people we have now. But
well, now what was the course like then? Is the course still the same, or is it a totally different course?
The course is totally different. I can't remember now where we started. We started on Lakeshore Drive, I think, where we ended up. Daly Center, but we finished on Lakeshore Drive down by
the old band shell. The old band shell.
Promontory, yeah.
That's not where we finished.
Most of it on the
Mostly on the lakefront.
Mostly on the lakefront bike path.
I know we went past Buckingham Fountain, and I was thinking that was where the finish was.
We did finish near Buckingham.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, the finish.
The old band shell just south of Buckingham.
Because I remember, I think we went past there going south, and then we came back, and the finish was there. Because the winner was finishing, I remember that, he was finishing. Dan Clater was finishing the marathon as I was passing and going the other direction, halfway.
Yeah, it was the original course was like if you've ever run on a beach and you're going to run to the lighthouse, and half an hour later you're not any closer. It was sort of that feeling, because it was just long on the bike path, turn around and go back on the bike path, but it was easily monitored.
Do you guys like? Did you like the new course, or did you like it when it was like that?
Well, the new course is a tour of the city, so it's really kind of fun, and the crowds are tremendous wherever you go. and that's a real thrill then.
And plenty of aid stations, which is good.
Yeah.
Back then there wasn't just a couple here and there.
Plus they have
No, you'd use the water fountains.
Okay, that's what it used to be.
they have mats that you run over every 5 kilometers, so you can't cheat. You know, that record your.
Right, yeah. Now they do that world record purposes.
So, you know, you go over about 10 mats during the course of the race, which is okay.
And the older courses, the start and the finish were miles apart. And they had to bus people from one spot to another, and it was pretty horrific.
Yeah, one time we finished up in Lincoln Park on Cannon Drive.
So they've changed it quite a
They
bit.
changed that, and I remember I took it, but we started downtown. So the finish was like 4 miles or so from the finish.
And the buses were lined up there for you, yeah.
So I got on and jumped on a bus so I could get back downtown, and the bus broke down, and I ended up walking 4 miles.
It was quite the
After running
experience.
26. So.
Well, that's how it back then. That's how it was.
It was brutal. Trying to find your clothes, that was always interesting.
Well, hey, congratulations, you guys have stuck out this long, and are you looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
And the week after.
Why? What's the week after?
No more logbook. Hopefully recovery.